Alrighty, I hope the mic is in a decent position, but let's begin. This will be a late night reading for Sagittarius in general, people in placements. Actually, maybe I'll specifically say Sagittarius feminines or women. This will be geared only for Sag women, and we'll dive in for Sagittarius. Oh, there's a message already out. What does it say? They are connecting with other people. I don't know if that was upright or reverse, but let's see. Actually, I'm being guided towards this card. Sagittarius feminines from their highest timeline, guardian angels of love and light, Angel Michael, guardian angels, any other beneficial deities, ancestors, animals, energies, Sagittarius women. Light worker. You could be a light worker. There could be a transformation or something like that. It says sunset dinner. Okay, maybe you're enjoying your time, enjoying the sunset. An invitation awaits you. Yell to the stars that you are ready to go. Okay. This could be a new beginning in finance, or a Taurus could be involved. Grab, yes, I did. 39. Could be a Gemini or could be a Sag. Let's see. It says an invitation is seated at the table and leveling up. Interesting. This could be about increased power or intimacy or shared finances. You have been invited to the party and are about to receive your seat at the table. Your hard work is paying off, and the people who matter have noticed. Are you ready to shoot your shot? A new opportunity can come at any moment, and you don't want to miss your chance to join the club. Do what you can to feel more confident, secure in the goals you are chasing. Get that pitch together, dress for success, and study or undertake research or anything else required to make you feel more prepared. The second meaning of this card is the need to spend time with people who can lift you up. They say you are the same as the 6 people you spend the most time with, which is perfectly fine if those people represent where you want your life to go. However, if you're finding you're frustrated, disappointed, or generally annoyed with the way your current circle of people are behaving, it might be time to find new people who push you out of your comfort zone and inspire you. It'd be great. Yeah, very interesting. So maybe you're like letting go of certain things, but let's get you a Kali card. Messages for Sagittarius from their highest tense of light, Angel Michael, and other benevolent. Ooh, Durga. 11. This could be new organizations, networks. We have Blue Tara. You could have Libra placements. I just did the reading. They got that card. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. This could be something about that full moon coming up on Saturday or Friday or Saturday in Aquarius, which is conjoining Pluto and making a lot of beneficial aspects. But it says she is fierce divine justice and unyielding resolution in favor of the light. She has every method and all means necessary to ensure success for the soul. She has unexpected victory arising at the very moment when all seems lost, transforming tragedy into triumph. She is our spiritual sun, our light, an ever-radiant reminder that from the darkest night a new dawn always arises. Dare to trust more in faith and fear for every problem that arises. There are many more divine solutions unfolding even now. In the Hindu cosmology through which Kali Ma is known, life is sustained through a continual balancing and interaction between light and dark, and that which promotes life and that which destroys it. In one story of Kali's birth, she erupts in a frenzy of divine wrath, catapulted out of the awakened third eye of the golden warrior goddess Durga straight into the battlefield to arrest the rising power of evil. The battlefield that triggers Kali's emergence is the setting of the ancient war between light and dark. This war takes place in our world daily, and often enough in our own minds and hearts. It is a war of choice, where our free will decides which qualities are allowed to become stronger in our lives. Do we choose love or hate, trust or doubt, faith or fear? When we want to choose the higher path, but find it difficult to avoid being overcome by our lower nature and negativities around us, the divine beings of love manifest their presence, the strength, and the light. In Kali's case, she absorbs the darkness, thereby freeing us from potentially overwhelming and undermining effect. Kali's birth on the battlefield has meaning. Durga, the unconquerable goddess of light, and the weapons of every divine being at her disposal, had encountered a particularly virulent negative being. Whenever a drop of his blood touched the earth, he multiplied, becoming ever more powerful. When Durga realized a weapon greater than all others was required to beat him, she summoned her energy and birthed Kali from her third eye. Kali is the weapon of light, an expression of love's protective will. So Kali leapt forth, gobbling every emanation of the demon and every drop of blood before it could touch the earth, ending the cycle of terror. Kali is the wrath of the goddess of light, divine fury in action. She not only strengthens the workings of goodness in our lives, but she reverses negativity's grip and brings it to an abrupt halt. The healing consequences of this intervention can result in dramatic changes. Situations that obstruct us, even without us fully realizing it, give way, and through the process, an easier, more graceful path unexpectedly opens up. When this oracle arises in a reading, an unexpected ease and grace are due to manifest. Know the fruition of your soul shall be unstoppable. Whatever divine protection is necessary to secure fulfillment shall spontaneously arise. The symbolism of new demons, I also heard dimensions popping up from drops of blood hitting the earth, is representation of the duplicity and resistance of negativity. It is always seeking new ways to compel the mind towards judgment, fear, anger, or hate. The ego continually seeks new ways to inflate itself, to place itself above or below others, or to justify itself, to congratulate itself, to separate or distinguish itself as either superior or inferior. The workings of the ego promise so much but deliver nothing but suffering. If Kali needs to manifest for the pestilent misery of the ego to be overcome, then out of the luminous beauty of Durga, the wrathful ferocity of the divine feminine warrior, Kali Ma awakens and acts. This oracle guides us to allow divine intervention to support you during the battles taking place in your life or in your mind. If you feel darkness gains a higher ground and your ability to trust in the face of the unknown is being challenged, fear not. Durga Kalika arises when we have an unusually difficult challenge and the ways we usually support ourselves are insufficient to deal with these circumstances efficiently or effectively. We need to be open to inspiration and willing to adapt so that the light within is protected and the pathway ahead continues to unfold without unnecessary future difficulties. Even if that takes us beyond our usual methods of operation, it is a potent of unexpected success. Even when everything appears to be going against you, can trust that the tide of the most virulent negativity shall turn swiftly and decidedly. This could be, I think it came up in the reverse. This could be you already. I feel like the main message of that card was just talking about how you're moving into a cycle of not having to walk on eggshells. Maybe you had to before, and it looks like maybe there's like changes so that you wouldn't incur unnecessary future difficulties. It's kind of giving like not choosing the struggle of or the struggle bus on purpose, right? Because it's like, why would I purposefully take an unsafe path, right? So let's see what else we can get. Of course, you can, of course, make your own decisions about what this message means. Sagittarius flower messages for Sagittarius women. Pray for God's help is here as well, is showing itself. So let's see what we've got. We have alder, chamomile, and witch hazel. Interesting. Elder. You could be maturing in some sense. You could be eating grapes. Let's see. Okay, witch hazel. Witch hazel is a cleansing herb of new beginnings. It also helps heal a wounded heart and can aid in divining where your path leads. When it feels like you've reached a dead end, it's often found in skincare products as it's a powerful astringent, and it's still used today as divining rods to determine whether a well should be dug. Where a well should be dug. Turn to witch hazel when you feel like your spirits are lowest and the world is at its darkest. So maybe you need to do like strong cleansing as well. Put it in your pocket or in your coat or tuck it into your bag. Also, clove is great if you don't have that. But be sure to carry it with you for a little while. Even after any leaves or flowers have wilted, your spirits lift. Interesting. So you could be letting go of a lot of things, relying on your deities, support team, networks, spirits, praying constantly. This could be some new beginning as well in your personal power. I feel like you're using a lot of this energy, actually, this darkness, quote unquote, to power your rise of some sort. But let's see if we can get our golden card since we are in summer, close to that 8-8 portal. Sagittarius messages for our beautiful Sagittarius energies for your highest timeline. Primal, yeah. She's like coated, messy. She's got honey all over her, dripping. She's not afraid to be wild. There is no other way around but through the very truth that lives within you. Let's see what this is about. All right, acceptance. There is a primal force flowing through each of us. You feel it when your tummy rumbles, or you feel the urge to eat, or when a sexual desire overcomes you while sharing a kiss with your beloved. These urges guide you to seek shelter when it rains, cover up when you're cold, or run when you're afraid. And these urges are seen as being necessary for survival. Other urges, like honoring your wild, uninhibited self and raw nature, are not always welcome in modern society. However, they are equally essential to living on your path and your purpose, right? The primal card is here to challenge you to let go of who you think you're supposed to be so you can be who you really are. If you have felt confused, stagnant, or lacking in motivation, or have a general sense you're going nowhere, it could be because you're trying to follow a path that isn't truly meant for you. So this could be something in the past. I don't feel like this is your current energy. Consider whether you're living to please others, doing what is expected of you rather than what brings you joy and fulfillment. Alternatively, you could find if you are in alignment with your current goals, consider whether you have been trying to emulate others rather than expressing your true self. So maybe there's something about your authenticity that could be really attractive. You may have similar goals as another, but you don't have to go about achieving them in the same ways because we have different skills and talents and personalities, right? Trust that who you are is more than enough without having to change your core nature to adapt to fit in. So maybe this is about choosing the right environments and people and situations that already are aligned with who you are. For example, if you are meeting a group of people or even like a job or something, and you realize that their values are just not yours. Like, for example, they enjoy aggressive behavior, and you're a person that doesn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, we're not supposed to like spiritually bypass, but seriously, like if you already see from the get-go that you're getting weird vibes, I would listen to it, right? So, Faye, not everything is as it may seem. Be cautious, dear one, for there is a story beneath the tale. So again, especially if these are new people or new energies. Yeah, these people could be really creepy or something. I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe we'll just see. Like they could get really obsessive quickly or something. I don't know. Let's see what 9 here is. Misunderstandings. So yeah, there could be just some issue in communication. I think Mercury's still retrograde, which rules the mind and understandings. So maybe they're expecting one thing, you're expecting another. There's that kind of alignment. The standard operating procedure for fairies is to be mischievous, devious, and playful to a fault, and for this reason they're often misunderstood. To them, they're simply living their lives as they always have and doing what's natural for who and what they are. You have pulled Fae because there has been a misunderstanding in your situation. Perhaps a miscommunication has occurred or someone is failing to see your point of view. Everyone has a different standard operating procedure, but different doesn't always mean wrong. Consider how you can be more compassionate for people involved in this situation. Of course, compassion starts with yourself first, of course. You don't have to agree, but making space for the opinions of others can and often does diffuse any tense situations. You'll be surprised what you can learn by learning to be a better listener. So this could be also about listening more than speaking. You may even find that all involved have been chasing the same thing the whole time, just in a different way. The same is true if you're experiencing an internal struggle, given the emotions you experience time for expression. Maybe you need a channel or outlet or like journaling. Let's see if we can get some tarot, because we haven't pulled any tarot yet, so we've gotten some general idea of the energies, but without tarot, who knows what we're really reading. Let's get some classic. Oh, we'll go full. Oh, where's my angel? Yeah, I never use my angel deck, do I? Well, you know what? We're gonna go classic today. Sagittarius. I'm seeing this butterfly. So there's something about peace or calm here. Maybe there's some kind of like peace in your life or stillness. Give me the general idea for the timeline, highest timeline. Bees could also be relevant. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries. I think they got B in their reading twice, so Gemini energy is here as well. All right, Sagittarius people and placements, highest timeline, most important valuable messages. 9 of Cups sideways. So you were feeling not happy with something in the past, and there's something about seeking a deeper meaning or attainment or optimism. Sagittarius. High Priestess, seeing something more clearly, relying on your intuition, the balance of opposites, indecisions. Black versus white, thinking maybe. I'm hearing the Hierophant in my head, so you could have been in a commitment. Tell me more. 6 of Swords in the reverse. You could be failing to let something go, or what is Wheel of Fortune? Bad timing, Sagittarius energy here. Pisces. It's like something you're letting go. I need more clarity for their highest timeline, please. Ace of Cups sideways. So there was something that wasn't making you feel appreciated. Could have been turning you upside down all around. Energy. Sorry, I'm getting gotta stretch that ankle for a second. I don't know why. Sagittarius for their highest timeline. Hierophant. Yeah, I was sensing that, and that's so funny because I knew it would come right there too. Because I could see it. I could see it there. That's funny. Wavering contempt. I heard violence, vulnerable, unorthodox. There's definitely someone at odds here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. A divine couple at odds. Maybe the masculine or the Hierophant energy was rushing something. Tell me more. Yeah, because bad timing is here. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Lack of financial. Ooh, I didn't mean to say financial. Could be something with financial. I was trying to say family, happiness, or gathering, or like, yeah, the Hermit in the reverse. Somebody that's not enlightened, maybe. Mistrust, isolation, withdrawal. Virgo energy. Strength. You don't know your own strength until it's tested. Tell me more. Sagittarius for their highest timeline messages. Knight of Cups in the reverse in the past position with the Chariot sideways. So there's been like a pullback in a romantic situation or something about timing, transits maybe. Tell me more. Oh, sorry. Confusion, negativity. It says manipulation, untruthful, unreliable, fickle. The Tower. So Scorpio energy. Could have been dealing with a Scorpio. King of Cups in the reverse. So somebody who's not wise emotionally. This could be the masculine. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even mean to throw it there. Seven of Swords. Someone who's lying or deceitful. Aquarius energy. Guard against deceit and concealment. Dishonesty, betrayal, strategy, tactics, trickery, and low self-esteem. Anything else for Sag? 3 of Cups. This person could party a lot, community, or cares a lot about others or something. Something about work. Maybe this person's really focused on work. I just got stingy in my head, but you know. Queen of Cups. Tell me more. Five of Wands. A lot of fighting. There's a lot of negative energy here, honestly. Seven of Swords, Ten of Cups in the reverse, and Five of Wands. So you have to be very strong, especially if you're the woman here or you're the High Priestess energy. Someone's really dominating, though, because the King of Cups in the reverse, lack of emotional intelligence, lack of control, merciless, shifty in dealings, and cold. Ugh, very conflictual, too. Sag. This was throwing off your stability. This person was not engaging in equal dynamics with you either. Like there's lack of balance. Maybe stinginess was throwing your finances off. It caused the tower moment. It caused lack of forward momentum movement. I think it forced you also, if you're the feminine, to focus on your foundations or stability. Unsuccessful, yeah. Okay. From the highest timeline, any extra last messages from this deck for Sag? Sagittarius, feminine, sorry. The Empress in the reverse, yeah. I haven't seen the Emperor yet, so that means if you're the feminine, you're very much, you were taken for a ride, let's just say that, with the Empress in the reverse. This is a lack of self-nurture and self-care, a lack of balance, things going haywire, left, right, and center. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, not upright either. And the masculine energy is reversed. There's no upright masculine either. So it's like everything was just wonky as hell. Two of Cups in the reverse. There was a lack of connection maybe with somebody as well. Tell me more. Damn, they're just giving me the tea, aren't they? King of Swords in the reverse. Someone very cruel cutting. This could be somebody with air sign, element, or energy. Ruthless, manipulation, harsh, severe, malicious, plotting, obstinate. Especially this person was very cold regarding like giving. Ugh, gross energy. And they were deceitful while doing it. Ugh. 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 This person, I don't know. That's weird. Sag, I don't know why we're reading this energy. I wish we weren't. Maybe I'll move on to another spread. Yeah, this was causing a lot of, maybe you opened your options or you opened the door. Willpower, investigation. You could have like tried to see something more clearly. Very interesting. Page of Swords. Someone could be watching you or you could be watching something or studying something. Somebody might want to communicate with you. Let's get you a familiar for Sag. Messages for Sagittarius, feminines. Conscientious, yeah, you had to pay attention to something. Something that was throwing you off from your home, Sagittarius. Yeah, tenacity, stag beetle. That's good energy. That's better. That's not bad. Anything else for Sag feminines? Revenge, moth, caution. So maybe you need to be careful of somebody's revenge plot. This could be a King of Swords energy. Elf, mischief, yeah. Yeah, someone very mischievous here with the Seven of Swords. Very confusing. This person has probably Scorpio placements or very negative, very vengeful. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. Ooh, this person's a real biter because they got a mix of air and water. And if that's both reversed and toxic as hell and immature, that's just, that's like insane asylum type shit. Like, that's like I need a pill. I need to be sedated type shit. But anyways, stag beetle, transcendence. Yeah, I think you're overcoming something regardless. So it's like, let's see, stag beetle. Once I get to it, snake is showing spider, stag beetle. Draw upon past experiences to grow stronger. Call upon the strength of Sekhmet. Yeah, you could be dealing with something very negative, and Sekhmet is kind of that force, that Kali force, right? So, Roman children were given stag beetle amulets to ward off illness. Dreaming of beetles is a reminder of both the brilliant successes and difficult failures you encounter to reach your goal, and that direction you're heading in will lead to your desired outcome. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry if I just blew your eardrums. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. That was weird. I don't know why maybe that's what this person is. Maybe this person just hurts you. I don't know. Let's see. Where are we going? Let's get you a Lenormand. Some mystery in this beach. Sagittarius, there's so much mystery. No, I don't know. Maybe they just needed to tell you what's going on. Or this is a late night reading. This is the late night show. Just kidding. Sagittarius. I hope AI doesn't block me because I said that. Gentleman. Sag. Well, gentleman came on top of the King of Swords in the reverse and the King of Cups in the reverse. You could be more mature than this person, like if not in age, then in soul, or maybe you just have like placements. Like even if you're younger, you can be more mature because you've the planets have moved into later zodiac signs. This person could have also, side note, been aging you or stealing your beauty or time, energy. Yeah, it's like you were investing in something that wasn't good for you or something. Sag. Vile, yeah, a serpent. This is a serpent. They could have a great dick though. Like but yeah, this is a snake. So don't be scared. Don't get shocked if you get bit. You know, you're hanging out with snakes, what do you expect? Vile is the serpent who lulls with a bite. This could be the gentleman. Be not indulgent or slow to the fight. Flee every moment she turns on the charm. This poised opponent brings harm. Well, I feel like this is you though. Not you. I feel like this is I don't know who I'm talking to. I feel like this is the masculine energy though. Yeah, because it's right on top of the King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, Scorpio. Scorpio energy. Or somebody with Scorpio placements or Scorpio heavy synastry. Sag. They could be born closer to Scorpio season. Anything else for Sag? Scythe. Yeah, cut this off. Tower. Gentleman, again, in the reverse. This is somebody very unstable. Gentleman in the reverse. Scythe. You had to cut this connection off. Tower. Because maybe it was impacting you, or this person was trying to impact you, so it was better to just cut your loss and leave. Crossroads. Lady. And yeah, it's like you actually become younger as a result, or yeah, it's like you played something. It's giving Snow White when she runs away and her friend is like lost all her youth because she was trapped by this evil royal figure or whatever. So maybe there's something about, I don't know, moving on to better days. Definitely upgrading, updating. All right, interesting. Let's get you one of these. Sagittarius people and placements. Messages for Sag. This person's childish, if you're wondering. Attachment, like you're unattached. You could be, yeah. Something's coming together because of this, because you avoided something. Inner strength, Sagittarius. You could be buying new clothes, or you have, or new outfits, or new things. Yeah, stuck in the reverse. All eyes on you. It's like, yeah, you've like upgraded. It girl. Congrats on the feature. That's awesome. This person could have tried to maim you, I heard, or harm you in some way. Or maybe you had to protect yourself with a machete. Or maybe you have a protector around you that's very protective. Yeah, I was getting that from the when I saw this serpent card, because there was a dog at her feet. Yeah, there's some kind of divine justice here, maybe. Interesting. Yeah. Flow. Blissed out. Just stay happy. That's all you got to do. That's your job. It's your new job. It's your homework, kids. Okay, Sagittarius messages for Sag. Maybe this person thought you were a child or something. Or I don't know, maybe you're just approaching life with this childish eyes or newness. Sagittarius. Transformation. That's hot. Nice. Like 1,000 storms held in the hand, soft against the winds, there's a change arising from deep within. That's pretty cool. This could be in self-worth, finance, confirmation on that. Karma's a bitch. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I keep blowing the freaking mic. How inconsiderate of me. Okay. Alchemy and change. So you could have alchemized something. And you guys are the The Alchemist, right? The Temperance card. What is transformation but changing one thing into another? We are all after some alchemy, turning the lead of our lives into the golden dreams and opportunities. A witch's specialty. She knows how to bend energy to her will and make something out of nothing at all. Alchemy, magic, and well, everything is everything. Alchemy. Maybe you're working with energy or energy work. Alchemy, magic, manifestation. It all leads to the same things. Changing what was into what you want it to be. I'm hearing transfiguration. There is an endless supply of resources for how you might go about such a change. There's no right or wrong answer for the transformation you seek. So it's like literally getting ingredients, cooking. When transformation finds itself in a reading, it's because you're on the cusp of a significant shift. The winds are rolling in, so you better get ready. Even if you're unaware of it, you've set things in motion. Every thought, every prayer, every action and non-action is a seed of manifestation waiting to take root. You may, my most beloved, are about to see that this manifestation surface. Sorry, that was a bad sentence. Be prepared, as this might be swift and unpleasant like a tornado. This transformation will be especially unpleasant if you've also pulled Banshee. Change is rarely easy. Sometimes change comes to us in ways we least expect, forcing us to make moves we wouldn't have done on our own. These might be destructive and chaotic, but the dust settles, and we are left with a clean slate to fill with everything we truly want. This could be work, could be intimacy, power. Maybe you've already gone through this since it was in the past position. We have silence now, more so in the energy. Maybe we're kind of settling. This is the moment of settling now with that silence card there. So maybe the chaos, the storms have already blown away. Now it's kind of this new slate. Find your presence and be aware of the present moment. Getting back into your body, allowing yourself to feel. Be aware of your surroundings and take in all things you often overlook in the hustle and bustle of the day-to-day. So slow down, right? Feel your emotional grid. Allow whatever feelings are present to be heard. It could be anger, sadness, fear, excitement, or a million other combinations of emotions. Not all emotions are comfortable, but they are there to guide you. Beautiful. So especially if you're paying like reciprocity or jobs, pay attention to your gut, to what makes you happy. Very interesting that we're reading. Let's get your juicy messages and close her out. Sagittarius, last messages from your spirit team for this late night Sagittarius, for the Sagittarius women and feminines. Oops. Someone's a fake ass around you. Side note. Sideways. They could be sideways. Be gay. Bi. Sag. Or just be shifty. Shifty mofo. But they know how to use that thing. It's definitely Scorpio energy. Scorpios have big things. Big dangalangs. Because they literally rule the dick. No offense. Sagittarius. Women. Okay. Also, there's something, maybe you're going to go out, I heard a night on the town or something like that. You could meet up with like a new person or something, potentially. This could be like someplace. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it, but yeah. Yeah, okay, anyways, bullying, yeah, in the past. Someone was very unfair to you, maybe. It says blocked because they're full of shit. So you could be blocking someone just because you don't like them or trust them. It says soothe your nervous system. Do whatever makes you feel good and right. It says life is not about the cards you're dealt, but the way it's played. And it says tried to make you look bad. So this could be someone insecure, transforming into a new person. Yeah, you could be like doing some kind of makeover, like, simplifying your wardrobe or getting new items, even more items, right? Use your intelligence. You could be adding new information or methods, strategies. It says, what are you learning? What you are learning is healing you. So the more that you learn, the more you're experiencing healing. We have never jump into things too fast because we have Saturn in Aries, which is all about impulsive actions. And so we could be reconsidering those areas with all this retrograde energy to make sure that we don't make stupid choices, so that we're actually being mature in what we're initiating. They led you on. So this could be somebody that's more taught. We have God Nebu. So Nebu, the god, could be working with you or be important here. Be strict with your tasks. So this could be about some discipline or to-do lists. Let's see. It says direct your awareness to your intuition. So always pay attention to your gut as well. Like there might be some task, like maybe something has to get done because something's coming in or you assume it is. So get ready. Anuradha Nakshatra. Some of you could be a Scorpio. Didn't we talk about that? That's crazy. Or you could have Scorpio placements or Anuradha Nakshatra placements, seeing experiences through the eyes of the soul. I think that Claire Nocti probably talks about Anuradha. Dangerous beef at the event, so do be careful. Maybe be careful of which events you attend. Wants to destroy you to be the leader of the relationship. And yeah, so this person was literally sucking the life out of you. That's gay. This person could be gay. Spiritual test. Yeah, snake, right? And take the lead. So it's important that you kind of do what you need to do. Take caution at this time. Hope you enjoyed this late night. Thank you so much. I would appreciate a like. I do have haters on this channel. You can also get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link. We'll leave a tip through there. And it looks like we missed, and it says Angelic Realm Gifts. So continue to connect. Thank you so much. Good luck. Take care. Or maybe it's the opposite realm. I don't know. Maybe it's both, like shadow, light, and dark, balancing. I don't know. Okay, bye.